Hello. I feel the need to make this video coming off of my last video, lest any one of you for a millisecond even say to yourself then, well then what about my karma? Do I have bad karma? Is that why this narcissist happened to me? Do I have bad karma? What did I do? I don't want anyone thinking that they had bad karma, which is why their narcissist happened to them. No, 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 no. And let me explain. I have several different reasons why I can show you that that's not the case. I have remarkable karma. I can only speak of myself, so let me just say that for 1 second. I do. If I look at the pattern of my life, how things have panned out, the joys and blessings I have in my life, I know how I live my life, I know my thought processes, I know my value systems are in line, I know my relationships are right, I love hard, I mean, I know I'm moving in the direction that I want to in terms of my behavior with people and situations and trying to be, you know, the good mother, the good daughter, the good, okay. So I have remarkable karma, and this happened to me. When this, okay, I'm going to explain to you something. Traffic. When I turned 16 and I started to drive, I remember always hearing all my life, people are aggravated with traffic. Now I'm driving and I'm getting aggravated in traffic. And it took a few years, I think, but I finally made a conscious choice to not let traffic aggravate me. And here's the way I thought of it. Your narcissist is kind of the traffic, and I'll get to that in a second. So I'm driving for a few years, and I am a terrible driver. The worst in the world that you've ever seen in your life. I'm just not good at it. I'm just not good at it. Some people can't ski, some people can't dance, I can't drive. I'm not good at it. Okay, fine. So now we're in college, maybe a couple of years later now, right? And I'm still in my teens though, maybe 19, and I'm driving through the streets of Providence, and I'm going to work, and I'm going to college now, and it's just traffic. I remember being very young, like right around then, saying, okay, how can I think about this traffic business, because I'm not going to be aggravated with traffic for the rest of my life. Apparently it never goes away. It's all anyone ever talks about. It's all anyone is aggravated with. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I decided to embrace it. And I started to think of it that, okay, the traffic that's happening is preventing me from something that's awful up ahead. So I started to think, okay, well, this traffic, right, and I think of that, I don't put that thought in my head every time, but my grand scheme of thought processes is this traffic that I'm sitting in for 10 miles for 2 hours maybe is preventing me from being at point X at such and such a time when, God forbid, an accident was going to happen. So I've learned to embrace traffic. When traffic hits, I don't care. I put music on, I sing, I sit alone with myself. I don't get on the phone. I've never been, even with the invention of cell phones, car phones, through the dashboard, it's just not my thing. Nobody wants me having an extra distraction when I drive. Nobody. So I don't talk on the phone. I know a lot of you do business, and that might be how you handle traffic, and you're on the phone and doing your thing. I don't do that. So I sit with myself. I contemplate. Sometimes I have no music and I think about life. Sometimes I play the music and I sing at the top of my lungs. But I embrace it. I look at it as time with myself. It's quiet time or noisy singing time. But I don't get aggravated with traffic because I automatically know, I know that the universe or God or my good karma is preventing me from being at a point, maybe it's just traffic, right? But maybe that traffic is preventing me from being, God forbid, at the wrong place at the wrong time. Maybe this traffic saved my life today and tomorrow and the next day. So it's terrible thoughts, I know. But traffic to me has come to mean quiet time, music, fine. Okay. When when you go through that, okay, so I had to make the internal and external changes necessary to be able to sit in my present moment and be happy. Karma won't lead you there. It's not how it works. It doesn't decide for you how to feel about things. That's not how it works either. We have to make the changes and be ready to receive the good in that compartment of our life, or any compartment in our life. We have to do that. So you have to do that for yourself. So if you remain otherwise occupied with your narcissist, there isn't space for your reward to enter, maybe. Your next reward. If you're with your narcissist 30 years and that's your life and you're going to be with your narcissist, then it's up to you to, your internal and external changes might be looking deep within and admitting, even if you don't want to, the good that the narcissist brought to your life. You have kids, boom, there's your answer. I've said that many times. That's your answer. That's why they're in your life. You're in a location you love that they made you move to. You have grandkids connected through them. You have a job you love that came to you through friends. There's reasons. So if you're stuck there, meaning you're not leaving, you can still make the internal and external changes to shift a few things so that you can look at it in a happy way. If you make a change and expel your narcissist like I did, I've now made room for the positives that are now coming into my life. I have room, as in wide open field of possibility. Wide open. Because I expelled him from my life. It's up to you to make that shift. Your karma is not bad because they were introduced to your life. They did not come to your life as a punishment for something that you did wrong. That's not what it is. Maybe if you think of you're in traffic with your narcissist. Metaphorical traffic. Your karma, your narcissist is your traffic right now. Maybe they're preventing you from an accident up ahead. Oh my God, again. Just a thought. Maybe the narcissist, being with your narcissist, has prevented you from a worse fate. I think of that all the time. Had I skipped my narcissist and dated the next bloke, maybe that cat would have been even a worse fate for me. A danger. Physically, maybe. Or just worse, here. Maybe a worse narcissist. As we've seen, there's all different levels. There is a spectrum of behavior. And some of you have it worse than others, and some of you have it lighter than others. But who knows, maybe the narcissist came into your life to prevent you from an accident up ahead that would have been worse. And not even a person. Maybe your narcissist came into your life because if they weren't in your life, you would have taken a job transfer to move you to a different city, and then there would have been a whole different kind of problems for you. You don't know. Oh, I'm sorry, Mommy. You don't know. But I don't want you thinking that you came away, because I hear people that, what did I do wrong that this happened to me? You didn't do anything wrong. But the narcissist did come into your life for a reason. And it's up to you to figure out what that is. And I can guarantee you that the more positive you land on whatever reason that is, the better you'll feel about your decision of having allowed them in your life. I know a woman who refuses to accept in 25 years of marriage that there was anything positive about him. Refuses. And I pointed out all the things that she has in her life as a direct result from that person. She's just angry. She can't. So it's up to you to look within, right? Those are the internal changes. You have to look within and say, okay, I do have good karma. I do live a good life. Okay, so why did this happen to me? Well, try to list the positive things that happened to you from that narcissist. Maybe they were in some ways put in your life to bring you the blessings that came directly from them. Children are what I'm thinking of when it comes to people that have been with their narcissist a long time. And that, like I said, would be an easy slam dunk of a reason that they're in your life, a positive. But think of the traffic. I'm telling you, it really helps me. And I'm never aggravated in traffic. Ever. And that's a choice I make, to think of things in terms of life is sliding doors, right? There's that movie with Gwyneth Paltrow. Please check it out. It's a brilliant movie. I love how it plays out, that if 1 millisecond of your life can change the entire trajectory and path of your life, maybe your narcissist was there to interrupt your path. Maybe it was going to go in a direction that would have been really ugly, uglier, worse. I don't know. You just don't know. But do not think it's because you had bad karma. No. Now, if you're living your life and you know that you can improve some areas and you're like, I really could be nicer to that person at work, or I really could be nicer to this person over here, or I really didn't have to talk that way to this person, or I really could have, my intentions aren't pure. When you look in your own heart and mind, if you're saying to yourself, yeah, no, I know my intentions are off with that person. That stuff is the stuff that karma will find and seek out one day, and if they haven't already. And they may give you little signs and little nudges of it wanting to make you correct that behavior. So you might. Karma happens. Karma comes to you. And I'm not saying I've never had anything come to me bad because of a bad decision I made or whatever. But whenever I look at the surrounding circumstances, I can always find a connection between how I'm behaving and what's happening in my life. And if you are behaving great and you're on a straight and narrow and you get frustrated and you're like, but why is this happening to me? Just stay the course. Make a slight change if you want to. And just know that perhaps the path that you're on is leading you somewhere better, somewhere bigger, somewhere that you can't even imagine. For reasons that you don't even know you might be with your narcissist. And it will unveil itself. The reasons will reveal themselves as time goes on, I hope, for all of us. But there is not a good space, there isn't a space for good to land in this compartment if you don't allow it in. So even if you're stuck with your narcissist, make room in your heart and your mind and your soul for goodness to land in it. Start doing things for yourself. Start concentrating on those goods in your life, the good things that you can list from their presence, and exist in that happy place. And then just allow yourself to know that your karma is strong. If you are genuinely behaving in ways that you know are wholeheartedly full of goodness, karma's not going to punish you with this person. That's not what's happening to you. There's a whole other reason. Karma it's not the only thing that rules. You know what I mean? We also have things happen to us to teach us things, to lead us places, so it's not that you have bad karma. Don't anyone come away from that last video thinking that. Because I thought of it when I finished. I go, I don't want anyone thinking, well, wait, do I have bad karma? Why is this person happening to me? Think it through. They might be your traffic preventing you from an accident up ahead. I have to do it every time I say accident. I'm sorry, I just have to. So chin up and realize that you have great karma, I hope. And if you don't, make the changes to fix that. You can. We have the power to change anything. You can change something right now. If you were mean to somebody today, say sorry. Go say sorry. If you last week mistreated somebody or did something at work and you're feeling bad about it, correct it. I self-correct all the time, out loud. I'm sorry, did I do that? My bad. I own things, take responsibility, take the blame. If you know you're at fault, things like that, karma finds. But not you did something and she's going to punish you with this person in your life. So I don't want you to think that. Chin up.